So as we know, Mike Lindell's big event was on Wednesday. You know, the one where Sheriff Mack had a conniption and kept yelling at people to sit down? Anyway, the event was an utter letdown, but let's go ahead and look at some of the clips. You remember former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters? Well, she was there speaking. Let's hear what she has to say.
I'm so grateful for the Patriots. How many of you know that they've taken my family in an effort to get me to be quiet? My son was a breacher. He was in the SEAL teams, and I lost him in 2017 while I was running for office. We don't think it was a mistake.
So it is tragic what happened to her son. He was a Navy SEAL, and he did a lot of parachuting. Well, one of those times in 2017, while he was jumping in an air show, his parachute failed, and unfortunately he lost his life. But now she's saying that they took him to shut her up, which is a recent development in her story. Up until she was prosecuted for her illegal actions, she never once said they. But now she's using her son to garner support from the cult. Anyway, I'm going to show you more of her "I'm such a victim" speech.
I have to be careful when I talk about all the bad things they've done to me, because they've done horrendous things to me. You know, they've thrown me in jail. They've sued me. They've, FBI raided my home, took my husband from me, had him sign a divorce decree.
First up, they took my husband from me. He divorced her in 2020 because of her antics. Then she took an old power of attorney, signed his house over to her, and he had to try to sue her to get it back. Unfortunately, he did pass a few months ago, and I really hope that he rests in peace. But all of the things that they have done to her, she was unhappy with the 2020 results. So she took the credentials of somebody that was background checked to actually be in the office, brought in a huge Trumper conspiracy theorist, and took a copy of the election management server to give to a bunch of different people. That image of the election management server is the same one that Mike Lindell peddles around the United States. Because of his complete lack of understanding of technology, he finds things like decryption keys, stored procedures, even batch files. And because he doesn't know what they are, he thinks they're God keys that can do anything. And that is the evidence that he's using for all of this nonsense. What he does is the equivalent to me pointing at something and saying, "Look guys, this is a water bottle. See? Fraud."
We will not comply.
Yeah, I remember her not complying, and she kicked a police officer, yet didn't get charged for that. I wonder why.
We're most afraid that you will learn what your power is. Their PSYOP, their operation, is to make you feel less than.
Yeah, and now apparently it's a PSYOP, y'all.
They had me so on my heels, and that's what they do. That's what they're doing President Trump right now. Bam, 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 bam. So you don't have time to react before they hit you with another one and hit you with another one. But we're mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, she also mentioned 1776 and how everybody needs to stand up. But let's make this clear. Everybody say it together. You are not a victim. These are consequences of your own actions. Trumpers, do better.